Welcome, Aquarius. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for August the 18th through to the 24th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. Now, first of all, I want to take a moment to thank you for all of the loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. And I truly send it right back to you. Unlimited abundance and happiness in your path forward. Absolutely. Now, I woke up extremely early this morning, and I got like a full day in, well before I should have, but I was exhausted. I came to a stop and it was like, oh my goodness, I can't do readings with this energy level. I'll take a cat nap. My body must have thought that we had really done a full day, and it was much more than a cat nap when I was done. But I did have a dream. I had a dream about doing the readings, and it was a different format, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try, and I'll tell you, still, now I'm an Aquarius, so I've done, 10, and I'm still very uncomfortable doing this reading, so I really do need your feedback on what you thought of it, and whether or not I should go back to the old format, because I was much more comfortable doing that. It's not like I spent a lot of time looking at the cards before I would start a reading. It's usually when I start picking up the cards that I actually get the information, but at least I could look at the other cards and say, oh, okay, well, that probably is more career, or more spiritual, or health and well-being, or love. And so I don't have that option with this format. But I started it this way, so I'm going to end it this way. And I'm going to listen very closely to what you have to say. On that note, let's see what the energy is for you this week. So we start with the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, very good card to start reading with. A week of new beginnings in, well, it could be well-being, definitely. It's our abundance. It could be finances. It could be job placements. This card is usually associated to some kind of gift coming in from God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe. Something that you need in order to go forward. Something that will make you feel grounded and secure that you've got this path, that you're on the right path, that you're moving forward in the right direction. We have the Emperor, so solid thinking, and it's all about making the plan this week. The Emperor is a diplomat, so he doesn't, he's well grounded in reality when he is making, his wish list up. So his goals, his dreams, his desires, he doesn't hope to accomplish. He knows he will accomplish. He brings in the proper resources. He researches. He has a plan B for backup. It's well thought out. It's well planned out. The right people are in place. The right situations are laid into place so that there is success going forward. And so having this kind of energy, know that what plans you put into place this week are probably going to be dynamic plans to move you forward in the right direction. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Now, I always think of him first in love and relationships, but I'm not doing a love and relationship reading. But this is the Knight in shining armor. This is seeing somebody across the room, so your eyes meet, and you know that you've lived life before, and you already know each other intimately. It's like that connection, that snap connection where the lights just come on. It can very well be that if you are looking for love, that you meet your knight in shining armor, or you are the knight in shining armor, absolutely. But in a general reading, I would say it is more about your passions, your dreams, your desires, and following the Emperor. That's where you're making your plans. That's where you're making your plans to go forward. What really fuels your passion, your desire, your wants. This is your drive. And we have the Four of Swords. I'm getting the Four of Swords a lot this week as, yes, the warrior still. The warrior that comes off the battlefield, or the soldier that comes off the battlefield. And they hang up their weapons, they take off their armor, they lay down to rest, recuperate, recharge their batteries. So know that that's important when you do that. And plan the future, because now they are surrounded in safety. surrounded by their loved ones again. And so, you know, we have a whole different priority list if we are in the middle of a battlefield or we are home surrounded by our loved ones. So I'm looking at an ace being the first card, making the new plans, passions and dreams, and then this card. And so we have to look at what paradigm shifts are happening in our life. What are the old rules that we are still clinging to that are outdated, outworn? They don't really work into our true knowledge of today. And I kind of equate it with, you know, learning that the stove is hot. Can't touch the stove because the stove is hot. And so at some point in our life, we think that we can touch the stove anytime we want. And then we get burned. And we hear the words, don't touch the stove, it's hot. I wonder when we learn that, you know, we can touch the stove when it's cold, just not when it's hot. So we change the rule as our knowledge grows, as our wisdom grows. And so there might be outdated values that we are clinging to, or rules that we are clinging to in our life that don't serve a purpose anymore, that actually hold us back. And so I think part of it is realizing why we have fears about going forward, what is holding us back, why is it holding us back, what is the rule that we are clinging to on why this fear is present, and are we looking through it through small eyes of a child, or are we looking through it through our adult eyes that have seen the wisdom, that have grown through the wisdom? So it's a reevaluation really of our priorities, our steps forward. And like I said, you know, our priorities are a lot different when we are in different situations of our life. It looks like we are going forward in motion now, according to these first four cards at least. So we need a paradigm shift almost in our way of thinking, in our priorities, and where we need to put our energy. We have the Page of Cups. Okay, you're very spiritually attached. The veil's thin for you this week, very thin for you this week, and it's your underlying energy. For goodness sakes, this is the time to talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe. Tap into your intuition, listen to your gut, tap into your higher wisdom, listen to your higher wisdom. You already know the answers this week. What you ask for wisdom will come to you. It's very strong when that card is there. And the Seven of Pentacles is our overriding energy. I think it goes back to what I was saying with the Four of Swords. You know, what are you cultivating? What were the new seeds that you planted? The new starts, the new beginnings that you had around the new moon? Because now we need to walk out and look at the seeds we planted to see if they are sprouting out of the ground, to see if it needs watering, to see if the weeds are overtaking it. What are we cultivating? Are we putting forward energy every day into the new beginnings that we started at the new moon? Are we still giving it our attention? Or has it gone by the wayside because other things have come up and taken our focus off of it? It's time to look at what we are putting our attention to, prioritize in our life, maybe in a new way. Four of Wands, so it is about our firm foundations, absolutely. Putting in the cornerstones to our foundation, so it's strong. Okay. Yes, walls are bricks and mortar, and we are going to be building a beautiful castle one day there, but without a strong foundation, it will not be sustainable. It will not be durable, so we need to make sure that the foundation is strong. This is typically the marriage and proposal card. In a general reading, I would think this is more leaning towards negotiations, talking to people, getting our ideas out there, growing ideas with other people, networking ourselves. The Fool, brand new path opening up to you, which involves risk, not knowing where that path will lead us. Now, once again, I'm going to go back to the beginning. It's paradigm shifts here. You know, risk at this point is really a fear we have of failure. So why do we have this fear of failure? Where's that fear coming from? Why don't we think we can accomplish this? Why don't we think we can do this? Is it because of an old rule that was written way back when? Do we need to rewrite that rule? Do we need to, and then the fear dissipates. Once the fear dissipates, the risk is kind of gone because we know we've got this. We know we can do it. Queen of Wands. So we have a diplomat now here. And she's the strong diplomat. She's like the judge. She's quiet. She's a very creative energy. But she does not make decisions lightly. She researches. She asks questions. She waits till all the facts is in. And then she makes her decision to go forward. So I don't think that you're just going to be stepping off the ledge here, so like the fool or the cliff. But you're going to be thinking it through. You're going to understand at least what you were getting yourself into, what you were saying yes to, what you were saying no to before you step on that new path. And Four of Cups, as we go into the weekend, being grateful for what we already have surrounding us. I saw a t-shirt, I think it was going on Twitter or something, and it said something to the effect of, what if you woke up tomorrow morning and only had things in your life that you gave thanks for the night before? You gave gratitude for the night before. And I was a little taken back by that because I do quite a bit of gratification in my daily prayers. And, before I go to bed, after my morning prayers, absolutely, I do a little bit of gratitude every time. But I thought I better start with thank you for my eyes to see and my ears to hear and my voice to talk, my hands to touch, my feet to walk, and take it from there. Because I think I would be devastated if I woke up and something like that was missing from my life. So it's being grateful for the mundane. It's seeing what we already have to work with, what we already have to go forward with. And the Hierophant, very spiritual. Spiritual all week. My goodness. Not only do we have the Page of Cups down here as our underlying energy, but we have the Hierophant going into the weekend. So this is bringing the balance in through our spirituality. So that is tapping into our intuition. If things feel off to you, they are off. If you feel like somebody is trying to stab you in the back, they are. If you think that you were told a fib, you were. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction this week. You're very psychic this week. You can tap into your wisdom. You can tap into your intuition. Pay attention to what your gut is telling you, what your body is telling you, what the little voice in your head is telling you. Because it's right, it's true. And it will bring in balance. It will bring in security. And then we have the Justice card. So the Justice card is very cool in the sense that if you're using your intuition, the way these cards say that you can use your intuition this week, you have no problems cutting out the things that are keeping you out of balance in your life, keeping harmony at a distance or joy from a distance, and you can use that sword to cut it right out of your life. Because here you want the harmony, you want the balance, you want the joy, and you're willing to use that sword. And following the Hierophant and knowing that you have such a spiritual connection this week, to go with your gut, go with your instincts. Even if you're thinking, oh, but they're always so nice to me. How can I even think that of them? If you're thinking it, there's a reason you're thinking it. It's your intuition trying to tell you something. It's your spirit guides trying to tell you something. It's your angels trying to tell you something. Pay attention. Maybe you need to meditate on it. Maybe you need to pray on it. Maybe you just need to have a conversation with that person. But if it feels off, chances are it's off. And so you're equipped with the sword to cut out the negative, the things that are pulling you down, the things that are working against you in your life. So what a beautiful gift that is. For work, career, we have the Five of Cups. Oh, crying over spilled milk. I screwed that up, so I'll never get that promotion now. Where do you bash yourself? Where do you beat yourself up? That you're not good enough, that you made a mistake, therefore you cannot go forward. You missed the opportunity, you missed the boat, you should have acted back then, you didn't, it's too late now. You should have made that connection, you didn't. You should have replied to that email, but you didn't. This is crying over spilt milk, and this is getting very depressed. This is getting very, where you'll beat yourself up a lot for absolutely no reason. We cannot go in the past and change it, but we can go forward with a positive attitude. And that's what this card is. It's turning away from those cups laying down and looking at those cups that are standing upright, that are waiting to be filled with abundance, joy, and beauty. So, one, we have to change our way of thinking and know that we've got this and know that we can do it. And regardless of what we did wrong in the past, although we're meant to do those things so that we get the wisdom, now we have the wisdom. So go and fill those cups up. For love, relationships, we have the World. You are coming full circle when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. There's a little bit of baggage that you need to clean up, or some loose ends that you need to tie up in order to really go to the next level of your development when it comes to relationships. Maybe it is some soul searching. Maybe it was a bad relationship that you really need to sort out in your mind. Forgive yourself for anything you are blaming yourself for. Prepare yourself to move forward, knowing that you are worthy, loving, and deserving of a relationship. If you're in a relationship, this is getting ready to take it to the next level, but we're not quite there yet. So we don't want to push through the energy before it's time to push through the energy. Okay, so, make sure that you've had the right conversations to take it to the next level. Make sure you're both on the same page. Feel the waters out. Okay, you don't want to really push through energy when this is here. What you want to do is you want to make sure that everything is stable in the relationship, everything is good in the relationship, things are in harmony in the relationship, and you're prepared to take it to the next level because you're both on the same page. So it's making sure that you're both on the same page to take it to a beautiful, deepening, sensual part of the relationship. If you're looking for a relationship, yes, we have the Fool card, we have Aces. Definitely something can come to you this week when it comes to a relationship, if you are affirming it, if you are asking. And remember, you're very spiritual this week, so it might be almost more in a spiritual setting that you would run into somebody that could be the next best thing in your life going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.